Hello students, welcome back to your business communication lecture. Let's continue with the topic recent trends in business communication. Today we are going to start with an interesting topic, that is Google. Now you also know that Google is commonly known as a search engine. So today in this lecture we are going to see certain features of Google like Google Doc and Google Form. There are some more features of Google like Google Sheet, Google Slide, Google Classroom. We'll see that in the next lecture. But today in this lecture we are going to know mainly about Google Doc and Google Form. Now what is Google Doc? Now in simple words you can say it is an online word processor that lets you create and format documents and work with other people. Now this system requires for Google Doc are very simple. The only thing you have to worry about is your web browser. Google Doc is compatible with Internet Explorer version 6 or greater, Firefox version 1.07 or higher, but any other thing. And here you have to keep in mind that Google doesn't support Google Docs for any other browsers at the moment. So there is a good chance that it won't run on them. Here to access Google Docs, you need to create a Google account, and Google accounts are free. I'll show you the same. See here. On your Google account, you have to just type there Google Doc and you will find a blank sheet there available. If you want to write an essay, if you want to write a report, anything you want to write a letter, anything, book report, class notes. See, I have also made many documents on Google Doc. I have created oral paper, syllabus, midterm paper, everything. Whatever you want to prepare, you can prepare on the same here. So it is very easy with the help of Google Doc. This Google Docs can be very helpful with your, here you have to keep in mind that with an account you can either create a new document, spreadsheet, presentation. How I have done it, I have made papers, I have made my documents and all. Same thing you all can also do. You can create documents by emailing them directly to the unique address based on the name they registered when creating their Google account. You can Google assign a long string of numbers, letters to each email address, and Google Doc uses subject of the email as the document's name and converts the contents into document. Now we are going to see for more features of Google. Like here your Google Doc mainly here. This first thing is about share. Here you can share your document with others for them to also contribute in the document. You can either partner students up and they can work on the paper at the same time in real time. Online all this process goes on. By clicking on the share button, you or your students can enter the email, or another student or teacher, they can also work collaboratively on a document. So online you can just share this Google document and everyone can work on the same thing. So everyone knows, whoever is doing it, what information is added and all. And if a student accidentally deletes the text of the document, they can use all the changes saved in the drive and restore the document. That is also one advantage of that Google Doc. Next thing, explore. In the button left of Google document is the explore feature. When you click on this icon, it will look at all of the data in the paper and offer links and pictures that have to do with the text. It will also show similar items in your Google Drive. See how helpful it is for you to do your work so nicely and easily. After that, voice typing. Here typing may be a barrier for some of our students. Now students can do speech or text straight into Google document here. If you don't want to do typing here, you can just record your speech here and it will be there written there. And student can choose tools, voice typing, and they can speak into their computer and it will transpose into written work. So this could be a great tool to get student to get to their thoughts down there. After that is comments. Inserting comments into the document is a great way to have a real-time conversations with the students or others on a document. To leave a comment on a document, simply highlight the text that you want to leave the document on and click on the insert on the top of and add a comment. When you leave a comment, the person who owns the document will get an email saying that you left a comment for them. So everyone knows what you are writing there. After that, the last one is all changes saved in Drive. Now when you create a Google document, in Google Drive, it will save all the edits made in that document. When even more amazing is that you can restore any edit made in the document. This is a great way for students to view the history of written piece and be able to go back and edit and revise. Let's see the advantages now. Now, here documents on Google Docs are saved to Google servers. Therefore, if your computer's hard drive crashes, you won't lose the document that you have been working on. Then the other advantage is that it can be accessed anywhere with internet access. Google Doc files can be viewed on different platforms like PCs, tablets, phone, etc. Then all files are password protected. Easy share files is available here. Automatically saves files while typing. You don't need to save. Now any other document, any other work we are doing on PC, we need to save the document. But here there is no need to save anything. It automatically saves. Then Google Docs offer features of allowing people to view past edit. Documents can be shared, opened and edited by multiple users at the same time. Google offers one of the best services for cloud computing and document sharing. And while other cloud computing services charge fees, Google Docs is free of cost. That you have to keep in mind. After that, disadvantage we are going to see now. Google Doc is a cloud computing, and with cloud computing, children, there is no physical location of documents shared. Then other disadvantage, you can say security is paramount to a financial advisor, and many companies may prefer the idea of data stored on the site where they are in control of it rather than at a remote location where someone else is hosting it. So this is one of the disadvantage. Now if Google Docs for work is used for work, then the search will know which company they work for and which industry they work in. Then it allows more than one user to work on a document at any given time. Limited formality, or you can say is followed here, and limited formatting ability like Microsoft Word and all is there. And you can experience lag during peak hours, usually during the day. Yeah, means everyone is using, so it takes time. And the one of the, you can say, major disadvantage is that you cannot access is offline here. That is one of the major. If you are online, then only you can do all this work on the Google Doc. I hope you have understood what is Google Doc now. We had seen what is Google Doc. We had seen what are the, I have shown you what how to find out Google Doc. Or you have to just go on the Google Sheet, Google Explorer, and you have to type there Google Doc, and so many, you can say, options you will get here. See here, you get blank document if you want to write essay, report, anything, and you can share it. People can also, your people, if you're sharing with the people, they can also edit it, they can add information to it. All this thing is possible in Google Doc. Now after that is Google Form. Now Google Form is nothing but a web-based app used to create forms for data collection purposes. Students and teachers can use these forms to make surveys, quizzes, or even register sheets. The form is web-based and can be shared with respondents by sending a link, emailing, message, or embedding into a web page or blog post. Data gathered using the form is typically stored in a spreadsheet. Although there are other online surveys, Google Forms is an excellent free option to use the form. See, I'll show you the example of the same. See here also when you type their Google Form there, you will get a blank form for the quiz, exit ticket, for the assessment, worksheet, course evaluation, and so many others are also there. You have to just click and find out. It is really, you can say, ready material for you all if you want to do any work here. If you want to do any survey, if you want to conduct a quiz, if you want to do any event, so you want to make a registration sheet and all. So all this is helpful because the work is made easy because of this Google form, you can say. Now there are certain steps for this Google form and link. For as I told you, you have to just go to docs or google.com, and the form you type there Google form, and there you will get so many options just now how I showed you. And from that you have to choose a blank form or any other template if you want from the gallery. You can choose and you can accordingly prepare the material whichever you want to. There are so many uses of Google form, like if you want to conduct an opinion survey, so you want to get to know your students better, or learn about their preferences, so you can say create a survey for the same. If you want to have a quick poll there, so for that same also you have a simple one question Google form makes getting the pulse of the classroom quick and easy. Close-ended question can be displayed on as graph immediately with responses in the tab form. And then if you want to have late work submission, when students use this form they can provide assignment details and a link to any digital work to turn in notification for new responses. So it automatically sends an email to account to you for use to create the form here. After that, sign up sheets. Ditch the here you have to keep in mind, no your students or parents to sign up to bring something to the class. If you want to use a Google sheet, you also should be signing into that sheet here. Sign out, if you want ditch that sign out sheet when the student leave or return from the room, then that will close out. After that, lesson plans here. If you want to quickly create detailed lesson plan with standard learning objectives, activity description, more, all the parts you want to included in those lesson plans in the Google form can be done according to the table. Then daily check-in. We want to connect with our students and know how they are doing every day, but it can be difficult to check in with every student in every one of our classes, but possible with Google form. You can just add it there and you will come to know whether students are attending the class, whether they are updated with the matter which is going on and all. Then create HyperDoc in Google form. Now incorporate the lesson design that makes HyperDoc so effectively in a Google form by including sections for students to learn and review the content, to show what they know, share their thinking and apply their skills. So they can there add their views there, what they have understood. If they have any query, they can ask there. Then auto-graded quiz. Here, if you create a quiz or other assessment with close-ended question, Google form will auto-grade it for you. You have to create your quiz and click the get setting button. Choose quizzes tab and turn on make this a quiz. Then the student can attend it. After that, rubrics. Create your rubric in a Google form to make an easy place for you to assign grades and provide feedback to the students. After that, add math equation to Google form. You have to order on Amazon for the same. Then writer conference schedule. Here, if the students need to schedule a time to meet with you to discuss their writing, the form limiter add-on can help. So create a form in Google Forms and it will gather the data you need like name, class, time, etc. Google Sheet. Then form limiter will stop accepting responses when specific Google Sheet spots are filled. If it is filled, then it will not enter the new information in that. So these are the uses where you can use this Google form. It will be really helpful to you all. You will come to know how you can use it. After that, advantages now. Now here you will come to know that this is a free online tool that allows you to collect information easy and efficiently. With Google Forms, you can create surveys in few minutes to ask your clients or collaboration information about your products or service. It won't take time to start, and after that, to start using this tool, you only need a Google account. Then the same one you need to access Gmail, YouTube and Google Drive. Then after that, Interface is very easy to use. Any user with an average internet knowledge can create forms using this tool. The assistant is simple to use. The what you see is there, what you see is what you get. The interface makes it easy to drag and drop from the elements and organize them according to your will. Then at the design level, it is possible to choose between palette or colors as well as own images or backgrounds to make it more attractive. Then Google Forms stored the feedback received so we can analyze it in detail. Then you can say the forms are integrated with Google Spreadsheet, though we can access the spreadsheet view, the data which is collected. So there are many advantages of Google Form here. Like for advanced user, the type of the data that can be inserted into field can be customized with regular expressions. Then Google Form allows us to see how the survey will look before sending it to the recipients. We can send the form by email, integrate into our website, or send the link. Then with this tool, you can get unlimited question and answer at no cost here, while other survey tools require payments depending on the number of the questions. So Google Form can also be used in a professional and business to enhance the performance, sales, and it also helps in decision making. Now, though there are so many uses and advantages of Google Form, there are certain disadvantages too. Let's see that now. Here you have to keep in mind, while using Google Form, it is necessary to have internet to be able to use it. The design customization is very limited here. Advanced user can change the design to use the tool with greater number of purposes. There are some security concerns too. The user has to create a good password and protect it to increase the level of security. So though there are certain disadvantages, but the you can say advantages and uses of Google Form are many. So it will be very helpful, or you can say beneficial for you all in your future career. So you should go through it and try to use it more and more. I hope for today you have understood this, both the features of Google. You can like Google Doc and Google Form. I'll stop for today. Thank you.